Green bonds are supposed to be one of the most powerful tools in the fight against climate change. They promise to fund clean energy, sustainable infrastructure, and a greener future. But today, we're asking a hard question that most financial institutions avoid. Are green bonds truly financing sustainability, or are they sometimes just green labels on business-as-usual projects? Welcome back to Sustainability Ventures, where we separate real sustainability from financial storytelling. Because behind the glossy reports, ESG ratings, and climate commitments, there's a darker side of sustainable finance that rarely gets discussed. Today, we expose when green bonds miss the mark and why it matters more than you think. Let's start with the basics. Green bonds are debt instruments where money raised is supposedly used for renewable energy, energy efficiency, clean transport, climate adaptation, and environmental protection. Investors buy these bonds believing, my money is helping the planet. Governments, banks, and corporations love them because they attract ESG investors, improve green reputations, lower financing costs, and signal climate leadership. In theory, green bonds are a win-win, but theory and reality don't always align. There's no single global definition of what truly counts as green. Instead, we have voluntary guidelines, self-reported frameworks, broad interpretations, and weak enforcement. This means a project can be labeled green even if it only marginally reduces emissions. Old infrastructure upgrades can be rebranded as sustainability, and polluting companies can issue green bonds while expanding fossil operations elsewhere. When definitions are flexible, green finance becomes creative finance. One of the biggest red flags? Green bonds often fund projects that are merely less harmful, not genuinely sustainable. Examples include efficiency upgrades in fossil fuel facilities, gas projects labeled as transition energy, and carbon-intensive industries improving marginally. Yes, emissions might drop slightly, but the core business model stays intact. This isn't transformation, it's optimization of the status quo. And climate science is clear. Marginal improvements won't deliver net zero. Another major issue is transparency. After green bonds are issued, detailed impact data is often missing. Reporting is delayed or inconsistent, metrics focus on intentions, not outcomes, and independent verification is limited. Many reports say things like estimated emissions avoided or expected environmental benefits, but rarely show actual life cycle emissions, supply chain impacts, or long-term environmental outcomes. Green bonds talk a lot about promise, but not enough about proof. This is where green bonds overlap with greenwashing. Some corporations issue green bonds, promote sustainability leadership, and join climate alliances, while simultaneously expanding fossil fuel production, financing carbon-intensive assets, and lobbying against climate regulation. Green bonds become reputation shields, PR tools, and investor appeasers. The bond is green, but the balance sheet isn't. Here's the uncomfortable reality. Green bond issuance is growing fast. Global emissions are still rising. Why? Because green bonds often don't replace harmful investments, don't stop new fossil expansion, and don't address total corporate emissions. They fund isolated green projects inside unsustainable systems. Climate change isn't solved project by project, it's solved system by system. To be clear, here's the bottom line. Green bonds can be powerful tools, but only if they finance real change, not green narratives. Sustainable finance should accelerate transition, shift capital away from harm, and deliver measurable climate outcomes, not just polished corporate images. If this video helped you see green finance more clearly, like this video, subscribe to Sustainability Ventures, and comment below. Green finance must fund real change, not just good stories. Because the future of sustainability isn't about greener labels, it's about harder financial decisions. See you in the next video.